Hey everybody, welcome to Abraxas Precipice. This is our fine episode where we're not going to talk about conspiracy theories here on Earth, but conspiracy theories in a fictional universe. Sorry, we're having a fun off-topic conversation about the wackiness that
I had a straight face and you ruined it, John.
that is the like if you're not breaking on camera, man, you're not doing it right. But no, we about the whole about our favorite conspiracy theories, but then we'll start getting into our conspiracy theories in the Expanse universe, which is a whole other fun thing. So, but yeah, we play the Expanse role-playing game. Tonight we are joined by our longtime good friend. Well, Michael. And Maria.
Michael's
hi,
back. Listen, I'm more excited
Long
about
time
that
no
than about
see.
me being here.
Maria.
I was so upset that you weren't here last week, except
know.
that I was
Me
like,
too.
the world needs to calm down.
All right. If I can get, I'm gonna see if I can get another 5 subscriptions today. I will let Maria live scold Michael on camera.
Do it right now.
Listen, I'll just do it in characters.
Yeah, just do it again.
Although I feel like that might be the opposite. I don't know. The vibes could not pick up whatever the vibes are. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, we got the 5. We got the 5. So apparently,
OMG.
Donna gave the 5. So apparently, I have to now. We have to scold him. We really keep faith in the community. We have to scold Mike. But yeah, no, we're very happy to have a full house tonight. Have everyone on board.
Yeah.
We're talking about stuff. Maria, you were here though. Please, Maria, please tell us about yourself. What's going on with you? And I will be sure to put your information here in the chat.
Me, hello. It's me. I'm back again. For our longtime viewers, it's just been a while. I'm here. Hello. I'm Maria. I'm on the internet as Maria Bruista. I have a lot of hats, but the biggest ones are I'm a media producer, a streamer on Twitch, as well as the co-founder of Goblin Society Games for all your TTRPG needs, and the convention manager for OrcaCon, coming up soon in January in the Seattle area near you, if you're near Seattle. And I'm here, and I'm excited, and I'm excited, and also I have a lot of notes over here.
Oh yeah, I had to
That
send you a
makes
bunch
one of
stuff.
us.
Well, I came with homework.
Yeah, we had a little study session at Big Bad Con. I think it's as a fair way to put it. There's a lot goes on. I mean, you guys literally were absent
It's
for
been 2 years.
You guys were literally absent for 2 books of The Expanse. 2 like 500-page books of The Expanse.
Benny's been busy.
I mean, yeah, there's been. I have a life outside of you, Waxer. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off here, guys. If you want to support the stream, go grab some merch. There's some merch there. Actually, I pulled that code. I need to update that real quick. But you can go grab some
merch.
go grab some merch there.
It's soft. It's
soft.
rad.
We were talking about how soft it is.
Great.
Yeah.
You can also go check us out on our Patreon. I just posted this week Drummer from the book Drummer, which is a really interesting character to make. And then I also put in what else? The other one I did. Zenny, level 10 Zenny. So if you want to see Epic Zenny, there's Epic Zenny. If that's, I guess I'm saying that correctly.
Epic Zenny.
Is it Epic Zenny? Okay, so we have that going this week here, which is a lot of fun. But aside from that, anything else going on, guys? Like anything else happen about the world here?
I have no notes.
Oh, I'm officially a palindrome now. My birthday was on Monday, so I'm 33.
Happy
Oh, that's
birthday!
cool.
Ooh, happy birthday!
That's an exciting. That's a once in 11 years kind of thing.
Guys, do you want to hear my favorite palindrome?
Is it race car?
No. It's
Animal
actually a
Cow?
sentence.
Oh.
I love that you had a guess.
It's actually a sentence. You ready for it? It's Dennis and Edna sinned.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Also,
son,
Madam, I'm Adam.
that was classic too. Absolute. All right.
If you don't know what a palindrome is, look it up. It's pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun,
They're
guys.
pretty neat.
it's a very wild world. If you actually get into the deep world of palindromes, it is absolutely epic and terrifying.
Fun fact, my premarital last name was a palindrome.
Oh.
Oh,
Dun,
Maria,
dun, dun, dun.
Maria Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
Abba?
Abba. Yeah.
It's a, It's a very Bob is
We
a
gotta
very
get our sillies out, y'all.
yeah. Bob is a very common Hispanic last name here. If you're not familiar.
Yeah.
They were the largest clan. They conquered Spain. The Bob. If you didn't read that history, the Bobs conquered Spain so many centuries ago. It was a huge thing. I mean the haircut, but all right. Oh God. Okay, so I got too many sillies.
jeez.
Oh.
We gotta go.
We gotta
We gotta go into space now.
Okay, it's credit time. Credit. All right. Okay, all right, everyone. So after our little shindig throughout the Aether system, with Zenny's return, you have deposited the, we'll say the captives, if they will, of Captain Cooling's people upon the Jersey Kinross in orbit. That is being basically checked and rechecked and geared up to make the trip back to Medina Station, where they will be, you're guessing, I don't know. The transport unit is still pretty new, and they don't really have procedures yet on how to deal with a criminal court. So they're still kind of figuring that out. But there'll be some sort of procedures, I'm sure. But all of you have gotten back to the surface, back into Mason's Haven. You guys are just back around the colony. Things are kind of mellowing out. The Sinclair is in orbit, being worked on. Some of Zenny's crew from the Coverdale are working on that. Along with working on the Jersey Kinross to try to bring back those prisoners, but also get the Sinclair working again. The Sinclair is not busted, it's just they want to check for safety after being shot up and damaged heavily in the firefight. So, and on top of that too, the Fenris is also in orbit being checked on to see what can be done with it and everything. Then the colony looks different, it's bigger. Of notice, probably the most notable thing is that there is a large, what is formerly known as the Adrian Rogers, that the large ship, the new Birmingham people brought, is actually like on the outskirts of the town now, like landed and being dismantled slowly. It looks like they're doing a full-blown salvage job onto it this time, as opposed to being like leaving it just the bones. They're taking the bones apart this time. That's noticeable. There's, aside from that, it looks a lot more complete. Stuff's a little more worn. Everything's a little more organized. They have a few more buildings up than they did beforehand. Population hasn't grown by any stretch of imagination, but you can see that their motor pool, like, they're missing a few carts. Either they've been destroyed, or they're missing, or they're out doing something. But people seem to be hustling and bustling, like it's actually like full-blown settlement in many regards now.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Fair enough.
You got time? We can show you where we died later.
You know, I think I'll leave that to the imagination.
Yeah, I really don't want to go
That'll
back.
be-
I don't really want to go there again.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you guys kind of get settled in. They have some alcohol here. They have drinks. They have food. Stuff's going pretty easy in that regard. You did bring back the bodies of Ralph and Sally. They're being prepared. They're gonna prep like a memorial service
I
for them
keep
here.
getting their dead.
They are dead.
Yeah.
Makes me so
So
sad.
sad.
It really is. And
They're heroes. Heroes.
Heroes.
Yeah.
yeah, no, for sure. And that's kind of what they're gonna do, is they're gonna get plaques in the area and everything like that too. That goes with their. It's not so much a graveyard really. It's more of like it's kind of like a series of plaques they have. They don't actually bury the bodies in the town. So much to put memorials up around this one area where you have like the statue of Dev, one of the first scientists to die. All that kind of stuff is there. So, but they're prepping that up, and people are, some of the people that knew him are give their condolences to you guys as you guys kind of come through and are getting settled here, getting repaired up. You're getting better medical attention here than you were on the ship, Wyatt, for sure. Still limping around a little bit, but it's not as bad as it once was. But yeah, you guys have your quarters. You guys can go talk to the director of the town, or the overseer of it, which I forgot her name. Do you have a name for her? It is not on that. It's not on that spreadsheet. It is in this
I know
spreadsheet.
we did have a name, but I don't know where I wrote it down.
I have her name. Yeah, Janet Keith. That's the head of the colony. So she is the head of the current colony head. So she's really interested in hearing what's going on with you, Zenny. If you want to get the business, if you want to talk to the people more, but you actually have able to kind of get Waxer to a position where he's no longer busy. We'll say he's no longer I'm busy. So what do you guys all want to do? Who wants to take the initiative here?
I would really like to know what's been going on outside of our little galaxy here.
Yeah.
Tell us about this transportation union thing.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's a good place to
Do you want
start.
Keith involved with this as well? She can come and join you guys.
Yeah.
That'd be, I think it'd be a good idea. But
I don't know if you want her to be a part of that, Zenny, or not. She because you would be asking her to understand the new situation, basically, is what it really comes down to.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I think that's
Okay.
that's fine. I think when conversation starts turning a little bit more personal,
Sure.
I think I'll probably deviate as much as I can. Also, if he was okay with it, I'd want Yan to be here.
Yan can come on down. Yeah, he can come down. No problem. Okay.
Cool.
You can come
Because mostly because I want him to be here for like crew support, and also because I want him to suffer as much as I did the first time I had to be here on plan aside.
I mean, what are little brothers for if not for making suffer?
Yeah.
I had to go through it, and so do you.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Yan's down there too. Your XO, the rest of the crew's up there, up top, working on stuff. Did come on down, but yeah, you guys are totally there, 100%.
I think Zenny grabs a drink.
Okay.
And settles and says, so the transport union, I talked a little bit about it before, but they're what is essentially in control of Medina Station now. Belter run at least. Michio Pa, President Pa, you might have heard of her, is trying to make it safer for people to use the gates. And I think Zenny will recap again the concept of gates, if used too often, will literally just eat whatever's thrown in them, which is how Inaros ceased to be.
Yeah, Yan kind of goes in and gives some science talk, but simply put, those of you are welcome to make a physics test. You don't have to, but you can. Or those of you that have physics understand this quite quickly, so I think this would be gas. Long story short, if mass and energy over time hits a certain threshold through all the gates, they start just like shit just doesn't come out the other side. It just kind of just disappears. It's unclear what happens to it, but it just doesn't. No one knows. And
18 on physics.
yeah, it's pretty.
One person
it's
understands
basically it's a combination. It does involve stuff like E equals MC squared, but it's not. It's like mass and the amount of energy the thing is. It's velocity. It's like a lot of factors. They basically show there's like a ratio, and what it is Medina now is just monitoring that ratio and is saying like, here's our safe point, here's our warning light, here is where like I guess you just stop liking to exist, and stuff we don't really want to have that happen, and they call it Dutchman events.
Mm-hmm.
So does this power fluctuation, I guess, does it go back up after
No,
it's been used?
After some time, it just dissipates over time, but then as stuff starts moving through the gates at certain rates, it goes up. And so we're just
So
trying
it does
to
kind of, it resets a little bit,
yeah, it recedes.
kind
It's
of, but we don't really know why.
it's like scratch. It's kind of like scratching a bug bite. He kind of explains like it'll start puffing up, and the more you scratch at it, but if you leave it alone, it'll go down over time. Kind of that, but you don't want to scratch at the point where it bursts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What a horrible visual. Thank you.
I mean,
It's called improv, okay?
You can see it though, right?
Yeah, but he wants to make the threat real and visceral.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But this
It
might
worked.
be Yan's first time experiencing bug bites, so
You have these amazing thing called bug bites. They're
he
terrifying.
understands. So the transport union is kind of doing a couple of things. One, monitoring the back and forth between the gates, or trying to, and also taking on just general transporting of things while everyone kind of recovers with everything that's been happening. And you know,
It's been pretty bad on the other side.
Yan rolls his eyes in a very rolls eyes, kind of goes, you see him take a deep
Yeah.
breath.
yeah, and then he
looking
like
away.
leans back. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be better someday.
Yeah.
Days in like a few years or generations.
Yan's like it's a mixed bag. He's like
Yeah.
yeah. He's like we got numbers we can show you that if you want to start there, but we could just say it's not going to be better in 5 years, 10 years. It's going to be a little bit longer than that.
There's a lot of people and things that didn't survive, but there's also people who did, and I'm hoping that the people who did make it out make it better. But another part of the reason that I'm here and then the transport union is a thing and exists is to make sure that we can do, search and rescue efforts out here on the other sides of the ring. Like, that's why I'm here, technically.
So,
I mean, I would come anyway, but
Director Keith butts in. She was like, "This is a search and rescue. I mean, we're okay."
mostly it's a check-in for you all. I mean, nobody knew that you were okay. Is the thing.
Well, what about like New Birmingham, for example? You have reports on them if you want to look, and the reports. I can't remember if I gave you reports or not. This is
Oh, you
John.
did.
Okay.
Oh, you did. Yep.
Oh, they're lovely. They're lovely.
Yeah.
Well,
Be happy to
our
let
best
them go.
buds.
Oh,
Our closest
okay.
allies.
New Birmingham, we have gotten some news about. They are one of the reasons that we're doing the rescue part of the search and rescue. There's about 95% casualties over on New Birmingham.
You see Jan like go.
Last that we saw, at
They had,
least,
like,
or got reports.
15,000 people in that. Holy shit! Jesus, and they're like,
Apparently, resources ran out a lot faster than they were anticipating, and when you have no alternative, there's one expendable resource, and it's people.
Yeah, she kind of sits there and like she's like, yeah, the less honestly, the less I know, the better.
Yeah. The belters on the ship seem to be doing better, but it's still not great. So, yeah.
Okay. So
I gotta make sure that they get some kind of support.
Well, I
even
wanna-
if it's just
Janica, because I just want to make sure I understand here. So you're saying that right now, the only way we can get resources from the outside going in is through negotiations or agreeing to the terms of this transport union. Is that fair?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, but it's as far as I understand it, and I wouldn't have said yes to coming here if I didn't get it, at least mostly. It's not like an Aros where they're gonna, shoot you on sight if you go through the gate. I mean, it's you're putting your own life in danger trying to go through whenever we want. And
Yan kind of chimes in. He's like, think of him like a traffic cop at a like multi-dimensional intersection. And Jan just looks at him and like is like,
So do the
Not
belters
bad.
completely control?
mostly it's mostly
It's mostly
belters.
belters,
It's mostly belters, yeah. But yeah, they kind of had it better off than most everybody else, and it kind of helped.
yeah. So Jan goes, look, I got a lot of people here from Mars that have families. And their first question is going to be, are their families alive?
That's a great question. There's a lot of people here, and I don't have all of that information.
That's fair.
I have three
That's-
people's worth of information. No offense, and just kind of like gesturing towards Gaz. I didn't
Well,
know you existed.
can you perhaps give me an idea of so I can set realistic expectations? I mean,
Okay.
was Mars hit?
Technically, no.
Okay, so no rocks. Because all we saw last we heard was rocks were dropping on Earth.
So they Mars is more complicated. And like she just kind of like rubs her head a little bit and just gestures towards Yan to explain Mars because it still is just like so frustrating to her.
Yan goes, yeah, look, no, it is kind of complex. So Inaros didn't do this on his own. This wasn't just him as some military genius, despite how he likes to talk about himself. Well, that's how he used to talk about himself. He had a lot of help, and there was this. He had Martian backing, but not Mars government, but a rogue element to the government. Backed him heavily with warships, and an exhaustive kind of. We'll say things were being told they were being decommissioned and were just being sold or given away. Smuggled. And so Inaros ended up with a fleet of Martian warships.
Yeah, you may have met one of them
Yeah.
when I got here.
But what's interesting about all those is they were not manned by Martians. And aside from those ships, this is where it gets kind of tricky. Another third of the fleet just vominos through a gate, took off with their leader that led this thing and kind of lended themselves to Inaros. propping him up. And Inaros will say he got a little too hooked on the sauce. He got addicted to that Martian tech, and was looking for the next fix at every moment he could. But he got cut off, and he was a little too reliant on that.
Well, that's understandable, though. I mean,
But
Martians do have nice tech.
There's a couple of... So, on top of all of that, this group not only is demanding no one come through that gate at all, which is fine. If in theory, they also may have the last known bit of protomolecule in the system, which is concerning.
yeah, and Yan kind of chimes in and goes, so that brings us to one of our main concerns here that we haven't brought up to the transport union yet. Is there still protomolecule on this world?
Yeah, last I left, there was a little bit.
It's
Way.
should be
Yeah.
gone.
It should be gone.
Should be gone.
Like
But
a
you-
like a
I mean,
like a
you had a
bug
whole year.
We had a whole year where we
you
were
had a whole
dead.
year. And are you sure?
The dead
It
year.
didn't come back in a year?
I mean, there's been no reports from anybody that they've seen or dealt with anything that could be contaminated by it, I guess.
Janet's like our
was. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't just completely Inaros. It's the best.
well, Janet says, yeah, on our recent cooperation with Star's Edge and as I'm realizing Pope himself,
Sandy rolls her eyes.
they
That doesn't
haven't
say anything.
mentioned having any more of it or anything to that degree. Whatever was down there is long gone and was destroyed in the from the nuclear explosion that occurred. And Janet goes and she knows about the nuke, right? And Yan goes, I don't think so.
That's a whole nother story about when we died. That you'll learn all this.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of awesome until I lost my arm, but I got the arm back, so it was awesome still in my book, but kind of still not. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure that's a story, but it sounds like it's just not there anymore. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario is no one knows where it is or it's inaccessible. Okay.
If it's still there, I'll be pissed.
You won't be the only one, I can assure you.
That's fair. Okay.
So yeah, that's generally speaking, Mars. Generally,
We could tell them do you want to tell them the really bad the bad news or the worst news first?
Oh, shame.
You mentioned it earlier. There were a lot of big rocks headed towards Earth. A lot of them hit Earth. And a lot of other places. There's not really a set number yet, but it's at least... Earth is saying that there are at least 2 billion dead right now, and there's another couple million elsewhere in the solar system.
Yan kind of stammers and says
20 billion, sorry, not 2 billion.
I was gonna say, yeah,
That's
Yan,
a different number.
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes another drink.
Yan and Yan goes 20 billion? And Yan's like, yeah, about a few billion died in the initial impact, and then with the turbulence of the environment, harshness of that, but most starved. And she's just like, Jan's taken aback by this pretty harsh.
Yeah, it's
Was Earth even habitable at this point?
Yeah.
still people living there.
There's still about 8 billion poking around. They're building that back up. They started their fields up again. They got some new strain of soybean they're growing. It's super impressive. So, I mean, I gotta give them that. I didn't think they lived through that, but they did. So, you know.
What?
Above the table, did we decide if Gaz's mom lives on Earth still?
No, but she could.
I think she would because
Okay.
her parents divorced
Okay.
and
All
the
right.
dad was
So
in the
yeah,
belt.
no, so you're So
Yeah, she didn't say that. None of you know
no,
that.
that's fine. But yeah, no, but that's a fair. Yeah, anyone you had on Earth it's up in the air, and it's not like they have like a roster with them of who died and
Right.
confirmed stuff with. Yeah, I was like, we don't have anything like that detailed shit. The Martians still trying to figure out who the hell went through the gate and didn't go. So head counts all around.
Did this affect Luna at all?
Nah,
Bit.
nothing hit Luna. Luna's in
Yeah.
good shape, actually. They were using that as kind of a mounting source. The UN relocated there, at least temporarily.
I think like a lot of places, it's just feeling a lot of strain, like
Yeah,
resource strain, because a lot of
Yeah.
it is kind of gone.
yeah, and Yan goes and that's the worst news. The bad news was Inaros he got mad. His kid or some shit killed some random Koyo at the Ceres station. Ceres Star Helix was like, hey, you know, your kids can't be killing people in the streets. And Naros was like, okay, I guess they won't be killing people in the streets anymore, and proceeded to attack the place. So Ceres ain't doing so well right now either.
No.
Big humanitarian effort, and he's like, you know, you can say what you want about the Earthers, man. They got their own problems, but they sent their navy to help us out too. So, you know, everybody stepped up. I guess that's the one good thing to come out of this. You guys see who...
Yeah, you all would be impressed to see the kind of putting aside old bullshit that people can do when everybody needs to eat.
Yeah, seeing Beltas like
Wild.
seeing you know, UN Marines feed Beltas, no one getting beat up, nothing like that on Ceres Station. It's wild. Couldn't believe it, but you know, that's what's coming through the feeds. But yeah, a lot of cleanup. Transport unit's gonna be helping that cleanup a lot. But the problem is we got another. That's only one solar system. He's kind of laughed like one. He's like laughing like and kind of almost kind of crying. He's like, that's only one solar system. There's like 1,300 other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's the one we care about.
Yeah, but I mean, from like,
Fair enough.
I thought we
I
left that
get
behind. Yeah.
It's the hard thing is too is like how, you know, knowing how many people went through how many gates during all of the chaos of everything, like how many people do the transport union needs more people to go find if people are okay. Honestly, like that's one of the reasons I said that I was okay doing it, is like this is just the first stop, honestly, because I have no idea how many people might be out there in danger that they just need to get out, they just need something, you know? So
Be a quick job for sure.
It's gonna be an effort. Be sure it's gonna be an effort. But yeah, we got, you know, I mean, we got some people, but we don't got 1,300 ships right now. That's a problem also. So, you know, we were thinking a lot about, you know, who do we know good at helping people. So we threw your names in the hat.
nothing's expected. I just want to make that clear. We didn't sign you up for anything. I didn't sign you. I didn't sign you up for anything.
I mean, like helping people is kind of like our thing.
Yeah.
I,
It's just-
I mean, yeah.
No,
But
Gaz has said nothing and has just been typing
Yeah.
away on a hand terminal like this whole time.
yeah, and I mean, Waxer's just kind of quiet, but yeah, I mean, not fully in, but yeah, I mean, I got questions.
I mean,
Oh, as an establishing thing for Mike, Zenny and Waxer have not had any. Like, this is the first time they've been in the same room together, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the long short version.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
guess.
would if anything, it would help us to be able to connect again with Medina Station. If anything, to get more supplies, to share what we're able to make, to help that way between the two colonies, essentially the colony and the science station.
I mean, yeah, Yan goes. I saw those hydro plants, those hydro farms you have on the way in here, man. I mean, you guys got a lot of people, but I'm sure you got stores. Shipment of food go a long way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you might get some people that last a few more months, something like that. So, just say if you guys want to, if the colony's interested in stepping up, in good faith like that, with the way the transport union looks, with the initial plans. Even if you're trying to help people, you guys are helping yourselves through establishing goodwill. Saying it's good business.
I think it's a good idea to do that. So we
Yeah,
as long as it doesn't start affecting our everyday life to where it puts us in danger, we can every so often just send out a shipment to somewhere.
Yeah, I
Gaz
mean, that's
just
a
says,
really
I'm
good
in if
start.
Cap's in.
Yeah, just nodding.
I almost feel like Ganymede, with the tragedy of Ganymede and
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah,
but
Zenny shares a look with Yan when you mention Ganymede.
Yeah, he's
it's like
Yeah.
it's not Ganymede ain't doing too bad. They're still in
Yeah.
recovery, but they're actually not doing too bad.
It was just not.
so they didn't go into complete breakdown, did they?
No,
They
No,
recovered?
it was kind of taken over, and a lot of fucked up stuff happened there.
yeah. The Free
Yeah.
Navy occupied, killed a lot of Martians on there.
That's not good.
But this smart dude out there, man, he was the one. It was funny, man. He's some Delta Koyo, and he make the new soybeans that Earth growing and saves everyone on Earth. It's hilarious. It's just cracking me up, man. I mean, the irony of it in the long run is kind of funny, but
Is that what? Yeah, it's like one belter is saving the world, right?
pretty much, yeah.
Saving one of them at least.
But we got a bunch more to look at. So I'm just saying that a lot of people didn't sign up for that, So it ain't their war. But all those, it could be some Beltos, it could be some Earthos, it could be some Martians, it could be whoever out there. But there's a lot of people that need help and just checking out. Some are checking in. Some people are fine, no problems. Other ones, I mean, we knew there was people there, but can't hear anything. Nothing's coming through. So it's a mixed bag.
We could contact people to maybe come do some mining. Right? We got all this other stuff out here.
Well, yeah. I think the goal right now is just to get people, make sure they got food, they got shelter, they got a way off world if they need to get off world.
Right.
Medical supplies.
Well, I mean, having somebody have a deal with, some people to come out and mine for fuel,
Sure.
that we could use, because we definitely, that's a big thing that we have to worry about is we can grow food, but we need fuel.
Yeah. And Yan he showed you some numbers. They brought extra fuel with them, and they're willing to share some fuel with the Sinclair at least, so there's like enough fuel to get back. No problem.
So what you're asking, Zenny, is for us to leave here and help by going to other galaxy or other gates and seeing how the people are on the other side.
I guess. At the very least, just stopping into Medina Station to see what meet the good president, the new president at least.
Yeah, Paul's all right, man. You know, you met. She said she met you guys once back on back on the Behemoth when the first time the gates went through. You guys remember her? She was the XO of the Behemoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she seemed like a good sort.
She did lead the initial coup against Ashford, so she can't be that bad.
Yeah.
So she can't be a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, we heard that guy was like not all with it.
And they're all kind of laughs. He's all, yeah, it's actually unclear if he's alive or dead. A lot of people like that. It's unclear what happened to him.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, I mean, just like, is there? It's hard because if everybody is suffering in some way, does that make for more or less piracy out there?
Yeah, looks at Zenny and I mean,
It's. I think there's a higher chance of it for sure, but I mean, the Free Navy was doing it worse than anybody else, and they're mostly gone now. Mostly.
Yeah, Yan says once Holden and his gang dropped those railguns, and everyone came through, there was a lot of rats coming off a sinking ship. You know what I'm saying? Making a run for whatever gate they could go for. So there might be some remnants out there or some loose ends.
It's also hard to. It's kind of hard to pirate and take from others when there's just nothing.
Right.
To take, honestly.
Except we got something on the planet.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, that was the problem with cooling. What's he gonna get from you guys? He's gonna come over here and grab a ship. What's he gonna do with the ships now? Let's say he took your ship. What was he gonna do with it? He's gonna mount a resistance against combined naval forces on the other side of that gate. What's he got? He got no plan. Rats. They all just a bunch of rats.
But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's kind of asked. Yeah, I just feel like everybody's coming for resources. It's interesting.
In the end, well, Yang goes, you guys think you're the only ones that we're talking to, or people talking, the transport unit's talking to? But look, this is the way forward, man. This is the way forward. They got smart brains. They put people like Zenny in charge. They see what we can do. They see how we can operate. They know what Delta's gonna do. So this isn't some rebellion. This ain't some, underground.
You're not recruiting.
He shuts up real quick.
Just want to make sure we're not,
I don't know how. Is any? I mean, are we recruiting or what are we doing here? I mean, what's the real deal here? I mean, but I don't know. I don't know, Waxo, man. I know you for a while, but come on, man. All right, sorry. You guys get a little aggravated, a little hot.
I'm here for two reasons. I'm here from the Transport Union to talk to and gestures to the leader of this, not Myrtle, but the leader of the place that's here. Yes.
The Keith lady, yeah.
The Keith lady. I'm here to make sure that everything is okay here for the people who want to stay here. And it seems that the answer to that is yes. They also asked if you would want to help as the Sinclair. Help to do what you can to, I don't know, support the efforts. However you wanted to do that,
I mean, are you all assembling and recruiting to chase this rogue person, Martian or whatever?
He laughs. He goes,
We would probably immediately die trying to chase after this person.
He's got a
That's
third.
not a priority right
He's
now.
got a third of the Martian fleet on the other side of the gate, and we have no idea where they are.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Great.
choke us out if we try to go through there and mess them. Yeah, Duarte's off limits, man. He ain't coming through. But they ain't coming back either. They say they didn't get to come after us. They ain't gonna mess. We don't mess with them. They don't mess with us. So we cool. If they want to play like that, that's cool. I mean, if you guys want to cut yourselves off too, that's cool too. It's just they got the guns to do so. Kind of laughing, and the proto-molecule, but that's another story.
I think I have a few years left in me to help out. But I can't be doing this forever. But if the capitalists
Yan laughs. He goes, man. He's all nah. He's all, why, man? You ain't ever gonna die, man. No one kill you.
You also don't have anything better to do, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
That's true too, man. You retire. Can't kill him. You can't retire him.
If the cap wants to go help, follow.
Yeah. With the
Yep.
crew, I mean.
Where Cap goes, we follow. What you say, boss man?
I mean, I guess we don't have to say right now, right, Cap?
No, you don't have to. No. And it's gonna be two different. I mean, it's gonna be one thing from you, Keith, and one thing from you all. It's two different asks.
Janet goes, look, we're looking to try to manufacture our own fuel, and the prospect of it's not good. We can't last forever. We knew we can't last forever, or at least with the current status, the way we're operating. You guys want to use our ship to transport these criminals, these fugitives back. Hey, cool, but we want some fuel in return for that. We want to have a good in with some priority resources from the station.
He's taking notes as.
We've been more than cooperative with you guys, welcoming, and it sounds like a good plan. I think, this whole idea of having the Belters run the shipping lanes, it's not a bad move. It's different. I'll give it that. It's something new. It's different. But we've been kept on doing the same old bullshit centuries. It hasn't been working. So what do we have to lose?
Right.
That's Janet's take on it.
I mean, I really love with all this tragedy that's happened, across worlds, across galaxies, whatever, is that the shipping lanes should be run by the Belt. That's it, and being able to do their own partnerships and come together and have their own support and be able to take care of their own people, and then also work with everyone else, because if we don't, we're not going to exist any longer. I mean, it's talking about being spread thin. When literally, that's what you're doing out there, is just touching base with people. Who knows what kind of deals we could make, who we could help. Maybe people are not doing so well and they would like to come here and have a chance to make a life with us, or some other kind of thing we haven't even thought about. Maybe we want more scientists that could come here. Maybe we actually have a school set up, because eventually we're going to need one. We have to be successful.
There's plenty of this. I'm not saying be a taxi service. That's something that we did for years. And that's why we came here, because we were tired of doing that, doing everybody else's work for them. This is however you think that you can help, honestly, is that whether they would say it or not, that's what I'm coming to you at.
Well,
You know,
we'll definitely have a family meeting about it,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
you're welcome to, because you're still family too. But my feeling is that we should do this. But we'll all decide as a family exactly what it is that we feel that we are able to do. Like, we can't do everything and be
No.
everywhere. So we should come up with a plan. And meeting with people at Medina Station would be a good first point, just so we can,
Yeah.
do we still have families out there?
Yeah.
Do we have friends? Do we have relationships that we can already build on? Where do we need to, I don't know, we need to
Do we
get
have
out of
any
here.
resources people might try to take advantage of because they're unguarded right now?
Yeah, Yan kind of goes, he's like, look, Medina right now, man, it's the gas station of gas stations, that's what Fred used to call it. We'll get you stopped there. You guys spend a day or two there, easy, no problem. Get the ship fixed up, fueled up, whatever you need to do, where we're gonna go. But if you want more information about anything going on back in Sol System, they're gonna be the ones to talk to. They're gonna know it. We came out here kind of rushing, a lot of information to go through, but we got relays to put back up. We got plans to check out. I remember before we left, man, you guys brought the new Birmingham people came here because of the exchange of ideas, experts here. Your guys' hydroponics look great. Bring that, help get some of your people here to bring that, Keith. Like he's on Janet, like, they can help out so many people so quickly here, but that's only going to happen if we got Transport Union moving stuff around. That's what we need. But we need to get the Transport Union, we need to get the faith in them that they can work. So maybe this could be kind of a proof of concept type thing. Maybe think about that. Yan's like kind of getting frustrated. He's like, hey, look, all I'm saying is that, like, we've seen, like, I've seen it, Zanny's seen it, every single person in this room's seen it. You guys can step up when it needs to be stepped up, get stuff from point A to point B, no problem. Make sure everyone comes home safe. It can be hard sometimes, but you do it. And if you can do it again a few more times, this is the time to do it, all the times ever. But
Zenny kind of leans back a little bit and just lets Yan talk and just chuckles to herself and says, "When were you put in captain?"
I just got a lot of time. There's a lot of time to think down under the deck.
Yeah.
The dude, he's like, I'm not gonna lie, man. The new ship is boring as fuck.
It's so small.
It's so small.
It's so small.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we at least have, like, it's the bathrooms are technically rooms as opposed to hallways. So that's good. But there's not a tube on the wall and you go up and hook up and that's all you do. But no privacy than that. But it's just, yeah, I know. I mean, it's I've been thinking about this a lot on the way out here and what we're doing, and you see things that change you, and I don't know about Zenny, I don't want to speak for her, but I've seen things that changed me a little bit in the last few years. So, and I figure, if that Coyo McMichaels can change, I can change too, right? He kind of laughs. He's laughing about it. He's like, oh, what the hell happened there?
He's done a great job.
He stepped up, huh?
Yes.
That's
Bless his heart.
apparently,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
Hey,
he stepped
Yan?
up and yeah.
Hey, Yan, can you sort out some more hypothetical details with Keith
Janet?
here?
Yeah, I gotcha. He knows.
Do you want to take my XO here on a tour of the place, kind of show him?
Yeah, Janet. Oh,
this is
yeah,
his,
sure.
as far as I know, this is his first time planet side, so
Yeah, I've been doing all that.
enjoy that.
I got
Enjoy the
some-
sky.
2 years on Medina, got my muscle mass up a little bit, and he kind of like, yeah, he kind of walks that stuff
Don't
out a
look
little
straight
bit.
up.
Yeah.
He's got some tips. He's got some tricks. Okay, so he buggers off. You guys are in one of the conference halls. There's like kind of these like meeting spaces in the colony. There's water, a little bit, not really much alcohol in here, except whatever you brought in with you. But yeah, so you guys are in the moment.
I do have some updates about specific people. Some of them, at least. And she looks to Myrtle. Your dad is fine, as far as I know. Still alive on Luna. I think he was helping a lot with the, logistics with, like, the Navy and everything.
That's what he does. He loves them logistics.
You know, you heard Ceres was completely sacked, and that also means your store's gone. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There's no store. There's no anything there anymore.
Yeah.
We dug a little bit, and we confirmed that your sister didn't make it. She was one of the first that on Earth.
I assume then her school is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
In the awkward silence that follows, you just hear Gaz's phone like buzzing in her pocket, and she's like kind of trying to silence it.
Yeah, I didn't know who to look for either of you. I think that there was somebody, Wyatt, that I saw someone, and like she pulls out her like her handheld device. God, I don't know what those are called these days. Thank you.
Okay, I was like, do I make that
I was
up?
like,
Fuck, I don't know.
data pad. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
and
okay,
tries
yeah,
to like
there's both.
scroll through. It says that there's like 2 notes here that someone reported a wife, but that wasn't correct. Since someone said that your mom is, I think, still around.
Last I knew she was.
Yeah. She's still there.
Probably need to go back for a visit soon.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you finding out this info for us. I'm sure it's been weighing down on you to have to, give us bad news.
I wanted this to be a happy reunion. And I'm not gonna lie, saving your ass out there felt very good. But the fact that it needed help at all was scary. I didn't know if any of you were okay. For the last 2 years, I had hoped that you
We
were
thought you
all
were
still here.
dead. We thought you were dead for 2 years. And then
We
you
also
show
thought
up.
we were dead for a while, but
That's true. But only for 1 year.
Right.
But Zenny took off. We thought she was dead. We thought you were dead, gone, nothing. 2 years, nothing.
Is that why you yell her name in your sleep?
I didn't know that, yeah.
Oh my god.
You've all
It's
heard.
been so loud. I didn't want to make it awkward by
You-
bringing it up, but like I wasn't sure if it was night terrors or
all-
something else, man.
all of
Probably
you,
night terrors.
all of
Okay,
you have heard
good.
Waxer yell, not yell. It's not all the time, but like it's. You've heard him say like something about Zenny in his sleep, or when he like dozes off sometimes.
Yeah, we were like buddies. We were gonna die together, and then she left. And we
Yeah,
haven't heard
when
her for
Gaz
2
met
years.
Zenny and said, "Oh, I've heard so much about you," that was the extent of it. Just him yelling a
Yeah.
lot.
Literally heard
Yeah.
so much of your name.
I know. I know I just left, but I couldn't.
I mean, you just
I-
abandoned your family. You come back. We're all your family. You just, you took off.
I couldn't tell you. I told everyone else, but I couldn't tell you because I knew that you wouldn't.
You
want
all
me to-
knew.
I was gonna say, out of context, that sounds
Well,
kind of
Gaz
bad, but I
didn't
wasn't
know.
there, so who am
Yeah.
I to say?
They knew the same day it was happening. It was not. There was an opportunity for me to go back and see and try to do something, and there was only space for Yan and I to go, and that was.
Man, but you didn't tell. I mean, you left us here. Remember? I mean, yeah. I guess. And then you come back. You show up. Now you ask. We have this colony. You're trying to drag all these people into the things going on out there.
To be fair, she saved our ass.
Sure. We and YXO were okay. Just kidding. No. We needed saving. I'm not saying we needed saving.
So many holes
But-
in the body.
Yeah.
Just vince.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you're back. It's good to see you, but it also hurts, Waxer. And then he kind of like digs around, and I'm gonna pull out your gun that I have, that had been like taken care of for you, or just as a like momentum. Because I didn't ever think I'd give this back to you. I never even shot it.
It looks cleaner than you remember, Zenny.
I'm not gonna say I'm sorry that I left, because if I didn't go back, I mean, I helped make Medina Station safe again. Like, there's a reason I'm a captain of a ship now, is because they trust me enough to do something that important. But I should have told you, Wax. I should have told you, even if you were gonna try to make me stay. I should have told you that.
It's okay. I mean, Waxes, I'm happier to see you alive. Waxes, I'm glad. I knew you could do all these things. Yeah. I mean, I thought you were dead. I mean, that you were the
Well, it
closest
turns
thing
out
that
apparently all of you were dead for a year.
Fair point, like I
Apparently.
said.
So
Yeah.
actually, maybe I should be the one upset, because I didn't actually die at all. I was just busy sneaking around vents, trying to subterfuge my way through a Medina station.
Then
You
you've
all were
got
just
a
hanging
point.
out for a year, apparently.
The most wicked LSD trip you'd
It
ever
was-
met.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah, I was just saying. I mean, we were supposed to all die. Well, we died together as one crew, but
Well,
yeah.
then I'm glad you didn't die, because I wasn't here, so it didn't count.
So now we one crew again. So,
Well,
or
I mean,
at
we're
least
plus
for
one
today.
now, and like
Yeah.
gestures towards guys.
Yes.
Can you ungive him PTSD so I can sleep at night? He's really loud.
I think he came with that before I came along,
It was-
actually. So
Yeah, I just
That's even weirder.
I
It's
guess
factory
I just
setting.
added to.
now I'm gonna be yelling Ralph and Sally.
Yeah, it's part of the.
It's part of this cycle of like his friends.
That's
and
his factory setting. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Gaz is in denial about it because I keep forgetting it happened above the table.
So
Started on
That's the,
Ganymede.
that's the in-user
Yeah.
universe explanation is Gaz is just in denial.
Yeah, I think Zenny will stand up and go over to Waxer, and look at this gun that you have pulled out still, and do you want to keep it?
Sure. Yours, you're gonna need it, no? Or you got a whole
mean-
ship now.
Well, the whole ship is probably the size of the room that I stayed in on your ship. Not too much bigger. But I'm not here to stay is the problem. And as much as I would love to stay, and maybe someday maybe someday it's gonna happen, but I mean there's people counting on me for stuff now, bigger than just me and what I want. So I mean maybe you hang on to it for a little bit. I mean you're taking better care of it than I ever did.
I'll hang on to it so that next time I see you, I have it ready for when you need to use it.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Deal.
I mean, Dingo's been keeping me company, and we'll just kind of like pull back a little bit of the uniform she's wearing, and you can see that the absolutely ridiculously extravagant looking handgun that Dingo had is still on her side, still maintained, definitely a slightly more used than it was before, but
with its
Yeah,
real
big-
pearl handle, like it's like
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
the top extravagant,
it's
like
absolutely obnoxious, just obscene.
it's
beautiful.
does not match Zenny's
It is-
aesthetic at all.
It is obnoxious to look at.
Yeah.
Smile. Waxer has a big a big grin.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
makes him real
Oh
happy.
yeah, and also for you, Mike, because I explained it before, and I have it today. Zenny's got an extra set of tattoos now. It's matching set, but now it's like
Nice.
it's both
Yeah.
sides here.
You
Yeah,
know,
no,
if
Waxer's gonna salute you too. You know, I mean, just like as his
Just
sign of,
literally
like, yeah.
slaps your hand out of the way.
Yeah.
Don't don't do that. But Zenny's gonna give Waxer a big hug.
Yeah.
you know, this would be a perfect moment if you were wearing slippers. Two things
Cap-
that don't go with your aesthetic at all, but are
Waxer's
full
like,
of-
wait, Waxer's
full
like,
of love.
I still got them. I still got your slippers.
Did I ever get a pair?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way you
Oh,
were with
yeah.
the crew that long without getting a pair. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
you-
I was at the crew approximately 5 seconds before I got those and
Yeah.
chocolates.
They're
And
thrust-
And we still had
Chocolates.
chocolate. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, here's Eddie. These you take with you though. You know, and
Oh.
he kind of smirks.
Yeah,
and,
that
These,
reminds
I'm
me of
gonna
the
have these
chocolate.
for about 5 seconds before Yan takes them, and you know that.
yeah.
Chocolate. We might be able to make chocolates again. Nice.
It's a lot.
So,
It's a lot of potential.
so you guys kind of hammer out potentials and the like, and think about the future a little bit. It sounds like the crew is ready to sign up or to help out. You know, Zenny, that like the helping out is there's a lot of it needs to be done, and some of it needs to be done sooner than later, to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Sinclair is in. It's you get a ding from your crew. They come back with a report on Sinclair. Basically, they say that yeah, it's flyable. It isn't great. It's gonna take it a while to get patched up. They need to bring more materials up into orbit to fix it and everything. But you're talking like months to fix it. Is one of the problems. you remember your orders from Michio Pa, that was something like, we don't have a lot of ships, but we're willing to give ships to good crews. So they might be able to get a loaner ship or something, instead of using the Sinclair itself. But the Sinclair has taken
What about the ship that the Martian ship?
Oh, the Fenris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we disabled.
The Martian Navy would like to get one of their ships back of the third that was stolen. So they're kind of inclined.
Sure.
If you guys want to take it on an extended cruise,
After we
exactly.
lose it,
little
yeah.
joyride. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. You want to take the Fenris and
Exactly.
joyride the Fenris? Okay.
Oh,
For just a
hell
little
yeah.
bit, and just until like the Sinclair can get back together again, I'm sure that they'll be fine with it. I mean, what are they gonna do? Send people out here to get it? There's not a lot of people to do that with.
And they are low on ships too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
You know.
I mean, it's a bigger ship. It's a nicer
It's
ship
a bigger ship.
for a bit at least.
Yeah, that one. They can patch it up to
Just
work.
renting a car.
Yeah, they can patch that one up to work well enough. It didn't take as much damage. Most of the damage was the interior from gunfights.
Yeah.
As you do. And, where the other one only took an impact from a torpedo, and it only hit like an exterior area. The ship's meant to take that kind of damage. So yeah, you guys could get the Fenris up and running, and it's got a decent cargo bay. It is also largely out of ammo for the most part. It doesn't have a lot of torpedoes left on it.
Damn.
I think we have any torpedoes left ourselves.
Well, you guys have a few. You guys,
Two or three?
something like that.
Bring
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Let's
we
bring
can
'em.
move over to the Fenris while we.
Yeah, you guys literally have 4 torpedoes left.
Yes. We load
Yeah.
them up.
You know what? If we take some food to the station when we go, might be able to get some weapons that way. Or
Oh
some,
yeah.
Yeah,
Barter.
I mean, maybe we could do some trading. It's like we've got your, like you were talking about the hydroponics. It's like maybe we bring samples of things and,
Mhm.
kind of like what it's like down here and how, kind of as an introduction to people that might want to trade with us.
Let's bring a Brachiosaurus. Let's bring one.
Fuck.
Put that on Medina
Would it
Station?
fit in the?
Put it in the park?
It would. It could fit in. It could fit in the
Bring
Sinclair's
a
cargo
baby.
bay.
You just bring a little one.
Yeah, just a tiny one.
Pocket
What could
size.
go
Just a
wrong?
tiny one.
Yeah.
Pocket-sized Brachiosaurus.
So
Yeah.
it's not actually bad for us to bring like samples, maybe.
So the one thing you guys have a bunch of that, like the colony was initially betting on trading, was the filtered out builder technology, the builder material.
Oh yeah.
And
That's right.
they've just been sitting on that, and they have a lot more than they did 2 years ago. And Zanny, you know that material, like when the Rocinante popped back up on its assault on Medina Station, it popped up with like builder technology, like replaced panels. So there's an interest in understanding how this stuff works, and it is extremely microscopic ones would be extremely valuable. They know how to make it on a big scale, but the small scale they have no idea. So yeah, no, they could certainly trade that out for something substantial at this point. R&D is going crazy right now across the galaxy, so yeah, that's a big one. Okay, that's a good thing. And you guys are also bringing the what's it called? The Jersey Kinross is going back to. The Jersey Kinross is interesting to Zenny because it actually is like a colony cargo ship. It's the kind of thing that you wanted to bring supplies to, like start a colony back up or help them out. This would be the thing to bring. Sinclair could provide enough food for maybe a colony for like 2 weeks. This thing we're talking like 2 years.
Right.
So it could rebuild a whole colony in a matter of months.
Yeah.
And it's in good shape. It just has no cargo on it at all. It's like been shut down slowly and taken apart, but like it can be rebuilt back together really quickly.
Yeah.
Got good bones.
It's got good bones.
Good. It's got good bones.
Yeah, it's got
Love
yeah.
good bones.
Yeah, it's got good bone structure.
Hey John, I had a question earlier. You know, when Zenny was asking about the proto molecule, didn't Pope have some in his arm? And
Yep.
he's like,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
want to
we
make
s-
just want to make
I did
sure.
too,
everyone
but then
got
we
it
threw my
right.
arm away
and
and it
I
was
knew,
fine.
and Zenny
Yeah.
knew,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, I remember.
you had it in your arm.
On it.
Interesting.
But the fake arm, and then I got a new fake arm.
Oh, not her. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
just want
he,
to remember. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
okay.
and
I knew
Pope-
Zenny knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. Pope's
Yeah,
been
it's
dark.
It's part of the nuke story we were telling you about. There was a briefcase involved.
Oh yeah,
It's a
you
briefcase of proto-molecules.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of drippage.
Nice.
It was gross. But then, did you guys tell her about the centaur? Did you want to tell Zenny about the centaur?
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
I remember what happened.
You remember with
It's on Wyatt.
with
I think
Case.
you told me, John.
I think I
you
practically
told
person
me, a person.
about the thing with the protomolecule merged with the drone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
that. God, I
Oh,
forgot about
man,
that.
yeah.
Right.
I
was
also
like, I don't know what you're
traumatically
talking
erased
about.
that from my own memory.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
horrible.
Feels so bad now.
Sorry, I
called
forgot
it,
about that Eldritch horror.
Yeah,
I
that,
thought I
yeah.
saw-
I couldn't think of another name for it, but I called it the centaur. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's kind of grotesque. Yeah, but there's
Oh, God.
yeah they I mean, did you guys want to tell the story about how you like quote unquote died or how your thought dead? Or like, do you want to
I
give me
will
the
try to explain it to the best I can with making it sound like I'm being sincere.
basically
Sounds worse,
they
though.
talk about they went down
Yeah.
that thing you saw initially. You kind of figure out was it got loose down there and started growing through the jungle. But as it turns out, the plant life here, that jungle, whatever the hell they want to call it, it seems to like be able to resist like the protomolecule somehow. It'll die to it eventually, but it can outlast it longer than most things you know about. Or you've heard as far as what you've heard about humans living with it. So it's able to like, kind of like fight back on it, but it'll succumb. And they basically went down there to stop the infection and found that it was like really going to town down there, and had gotten hold of some of the scientists that went missing down there to make new things, such as what we call the centaur.
And we were like, we couldn't get out. Like we were
Yeah.
like going deeper and going through weird membranes, and then we basically we had to
was
like
gross.
have somebody nuke the whole thing, and then we jumped through some membrane, and we all thought we were like having the same visions. I remember
For a
And I
year.
think for
Well,
and then
yeah.
Wyatt.
We jumped into some hallucination goo.
Yeah. It basically sounds like what happened with Zenny when she went down there in the tubes,
Yeah.
Right.
the various lights
Yeah.
and such. And so,
Just for a year, and not for the small amount of time that it was for me.
yeah, there
Not for
was,
the handful of hours that I was gone.
well, they weren't abducted down to the center. They managed to make their way down, and it took like about a week
Yeah.
or so to get down there, where you were
We
just
abducted ourselves.
Yeah.
and they basically went down there like a person from Star's Edge, and he had brought a nuclear weapon with him to stop it one way or the other, and he
Yeah.
picked one way at least, and he kind of sacrificed himself to stop it all. He's presumed dead.
Himself and my arm.
And your arm, yeah. And there's a
Somehow we survived.
you could this was kind of where
always do.
the colony is well aware of this occurring and what happened down there. That someone detonated a nuclear weapon down there.
Yeah, it's not easy to hide
It's kind of
something
hard
like
to hide.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of like, not only do we not trust Pope, he now has nuclear weapons. That's fun.
Right, yeah, that was
Well,
the
he
episode
had-
where I kept saying nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. And
it's funny
Not from orbit.
funny thing about suggestions,
We
they might get
just
taken
nuked
once in a
it.
while.
Yeah.
We didn't nuke it from orbit though. That
Yeah,
was the
Like,
problem.
yeah,
We
it was
were
I
from
mean,
in
next
technically,
door. We nuked
technically
it from
the-
next door.
I mean, technically the planet is in orbit, so.
God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a big thing. They kind of talk about that, but it sounds like their relationship with Star's Edge is pretty good right now. They're trading in knowledge.
Wild.
But
I think
Pope-
that's the most surprising
That's the
thing.
most surprising.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
fact that relationships actually are okay now, because they were shit when I
Yeah.
left.
and
They were trying to kill us, basically.
I will say this, Zenny. It looks like if the trade union does pop up, and you are able to give Mason's Haven fuel, it actually undermines Star Edge's relationship with the colony in terms economically, because Star's Edge had a way to make fuel, but they don't have a way to make a lot of food. So it'll kind of certainly make a shift in that, but yeah.
Well, that's not one that Zenny's afraid of.
Oh,
In
well,
fact, that's
capitalism,
the one
everybody.
that,
Hooray!
yeah.
So okay.
Hey, more fuel for them to have for themselves then.
So let me ask this then. What is on the back end of this? Okay, so you guys agreed to do this stuff. You guys kind of start going over and looking at stuff here. It's a lot of information in these systems, and a lot of them need to be checked out. You guys currently aren't getting updated until they get the relays back up and running. They're not. The question I have is, what kind of stuff do you guys want to do planet side here prior to heading to Medina Station?
Oh, gotcha.
I
I want to go. Sorry, I was gonna say XO and I real quick. We should go. We want to deliver the news to New Birmingham that 95% of their,
Jesus Christ.
because we were like buddies with that guy, so I want to go there. And
Oh
true.
yeah, they're
So
one of the.
deliver.
they're-
we will.
So there's
I
a.
think it's
This can be
Friday.
this can be news for you all. You can share it if you want to. They may have been eating each other.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely gonna
I
tell them
kinda-
that.
Oh god, yeah. Can you like take
I
pictures
inferred
of some
that.
sort of after you tell them and like
Oh yeah.
so we can see
I'm
it?
gonna have my data pad streaming to the crew.
Nice.
Jesus, like hey guys, by the way,
Yes,
you know,
it's like-
by the way,
Yeah. By the way,
By the
not
way,
only
I
were
just-
there
I just-
95%
yeah, I just-
casualties,
look,
but they were
that's
probably
right.
also
your whole,
eating each
your
other.
whole family, your whole family's dead, and there's a good chance your neighbors ate them. Like,
Oh.
Yeah,
it's
Or
I
they
thought
made-
the
they ate
Donner
their
Party
neighbors, yeah.
aspect was just so
yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
much.
assumed.
That's a little much. Yeah.
Bless their
but-
hearts.
Yeah.
Bless their
Yeah,
hearts.
Lung
Zenny
Yeah.
tried to be as
livers.
like as like blasé as could be with
Yeah.
other party people, but then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
They were rough.
Okay, so why to Waxer? You guys are gonna go bugger off and go tell them, or
Yeah.
okay?
Then
All
I
right.
want to also like see what kind of food or supplies we could take with us that wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
More
Well,
importantly-
so as far as food goes, the colony does have stores of some sort. They've been doing preserving like the various beans and stuff they're growing. A lot of beans, a lot of high protein stuff like that, soybeans, etc. Easy to grow here. Potatoes are another thing too. They have enough resources. Janet, she seemed pretty good with like going with this direction. She's not like opposed to it. You guys don't have enough to like. I mean, this is like not huge sums of food that you'd expect, but I mean, it's still a pretty good amount of food for someone. Yeah, you guys can certainly
Oh yeah.
get them to mount that up, and that would be a good faith effort from the colony to provide. Because the colony's only 200 some odd people, it's quite a bit of food, honestly.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the things I'd like to pitch to them also is that so they don't feel abandoned
Mhm.
is maybe get together a list of people that they are concerned about that
Okay.
may have lived or not lived, because it'll give them a chance to
Oh yeah.
Okay.
grieve or make decisions with what they want to do with their lives and whether or
Mhm.
not they want to stay
Mhm.
or leave or and a list of who they would be looking for if we're looking for more colonists, scientists, teachers, anything like that,
Yeah.
to kind of give them tasks that we're not abandoning them.
Okay. So yeah, that's not an issue. They're certainly like they would appreciate that. Okay, that's not an issue. Yeah, they can. Keith can put out a thing, let everybody know here's what's going on. Here's the news, big summation of events, and then like your guys' ship would have this would be the cover deal. Would have like if you guys brought information, basically saying like here's what happened, here's like news stories or whatever it is. Little little Encarta, Microsoft Encarta CD.
Oh my god.
That was a deep cut right
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
there.
That
That was
was
a deep cut.
Don't let these people know that's how old I am. Come on.
So
Still got one. Just kidding.
yeah. And so they
I'm so old I don't know what you're talking about.
that's place. But yeah, they can do that. Okay, so they can get information on that and figure out who they want to ask about and everything back too. Okay. what else would be of interest?
Finding that the builder tech, so we can take some of it with.
That's easy. You
Yeah.
guys have that on tap. Like it's basically kept in like a safe inside of like one of the storehouses.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
been,
want to oversee all the loading of like that, torpedoes and things we can bring.
oh yeah, that's the one weird thing about the colonies. Did they have the thumpers when you were here last?
I think they did, yeah, because we were using them to find
No,
to,
okay,
like,
do you know about the coyotes?
coyotes. We got to bring
Yeah,
one
the
of
coyotes.
Sure,
those.
that's what we call them.
Yeah, not the Asco first. You guys called them first time. The coyotes. Oh, you don't know about the coyotes?
They're cool.
So around the edges of the thing, you kind of see around these perimeters. You see these things like occasionally, like it looks like a giant kind of like a donut.
Coyotes.
It looks like a donut. Kind of goes up this like pylon a little bit, about 3 meters up in the air, and then just drops. It makes a kind of a thump on the ground, and they seem to be doing this in like a border around the city. And yeah, they have an issue with some subterranean creatures.
Putting it mildly.
And they're
Yeah.
they call them coyotes. The best way I can describe them is think of like it's a cross between a coyote and a gopher. And they're kind of have like a grayish bluish hue and are covered. They're hairy. They have hair, but that hair has like a grease in it, and they don't have any eyes. But they're about the size of a coyote.
Cute puppy.
Oh, and they're eusocial, meaning they have a queen,
Oh.
or they have a hierarchy. Not all members of the species breed, we'll say, or can bear children. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we can put together a flora and fauna thing.
I don't think you guys have any captured. I think any of you guys have taken a
like
lot.
a pamphlet.
You get a pamphlet, yeah.
How
They have
many
renders and they have video
videos?
footage of them. They have there's
Yeah.
people studying them. They have plenty of that stuff, but they don't have any
Yeah.
live samples.
Yeah, no. Just like some information, kind of
Okay.
thing. Maybe we'll get some scientists who will be interested in, kind of coming out.
That'll go into the tourism pamphlet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come
so
visit.
good.
Come visit Mundos.
But
See the-
yeah.
Okay, we got protomolecule. But you guys, okay, so I hear that. Okay, so set up some information packets. Okay, that's a good move. Okay, get the builder tech samples. Get the food. Okay, New Burham people. You want to go talk to them real quick, Wyatt and Waxer?
Me and Wax will go.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we
they-
owe it to them. Yeah.
So they currently have the what used to be the Adrian Rogers is like laid down on its side on the ground where it landed abruptly, barely, and they've been slowly taking it apart. You can kind of see they have like it's like a they're part of the town, or what you would call a town, is basically a junkyard. Although it is actually a fairly like clean junkyard, all things considered. And behind it is the ship as they're taking apart the ship piece by piece. There's only a few, maybe a dozen of them. There's not a whole lot of them. And they have like some buildings. They have like their barracks. They have like some workshops and everything that they've managed to barter for. That some pieces of the ship have been bartered to the town for other stuff, and then they're building this up. But yeah, you can see them. You can see the people of New Burham, the former people of New Burham are there. Led currently by Eugene Simmons is our current leader. But he's out and about, and he sees you guys coming up, and he goes. He's got coveralls on. Looks like he's been working. He kind of starts wiping his hands down. He goes up to see you guys, meet you outside the junkyard.
I'll extend my hand.
He goes, Wyatt, how you been?
I've been better for sure.
The Waxer, he's like, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for helping us get the ship down. I heard rumor has it on the street that you guys got into a little mix up up top there.
Oh yeah. We're lucky to come out alive, but we lost some good people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Which brings us to, and then
Jeez.
nudge XO.
There's no
Oh.
easy way to tell you what we're about to tell you, that's for sure.
We got some news from Soul System and out
Whoa.
there.
Fucking gates are back open?
I guess they are. I mean,
Well, okay, that's good news. What's the word? I mean, what did they get a Naros or what happened there? He win or we win? Who won?
I don't think anybody won, to be completely honest with you. I'll try to break it to him as nicely and as empathetically as Wyatt possibly can, which is
Do you want to roll empathy?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Perception,
Yeah, do
empathy.
Do it.
Give me that
I love it.
emotional
Let's get
intelligence.
this. Yeah,
Let's
see how this
go.
works out. Yeah.
I love it.
I rolled 2 1s and a 3.
Jesus. Okay,
You said
fucking sociopaths.
Do you want to burn some
Everybody's
portions?
dead.
Yeah. See you later. Yeah.
Yeah. Your family's dead. Thanks. Later.
Yeah.
Nice junkyard, by the way, too. Like, okay, so yeah, how do you want to break it to him and do it in a poor way, Scott? Please do it in a poor way.
Okay. I'll be like,
He doesn't have a choice.
I could. There's no good, easy, right way to say this, but I don't think there's any of you people left anymore. You're New Birmingham.
What do you mean there's no one left? You mean like Inaros went down and killed them all, or?
What exactly happened? I can't remember what you guys said.
They like starved out.
They
Sorry.
yeah.
And then
And
some,
then they were-
and some,
They daughter
and-
partied each
and
other.
some of
Yeah,
them
they
might-
ate each other.
some of them-
There
there's
are rumors
that
that they ate each
There's
other.
rumors there was cannibalism.
Rumors.
I will-
Yeah,
that would-
95% of
I would
them. Yeah, 95% of them are gone.
Yeah, you have to fuck this up. Come on,
I feel
Wyatt.
like you would probably maybe think more information they got, the more comfort. I don't know.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. This is what happened. 95% of the population of New Birmingham is gone.
What?
People starved. There was nothing left to do but turn to
You're serious?
meat. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you.
Eugene gets like really pale, like goes kind of grayish.
Let's find a place for you to sit down and.
Yeah, Waxer kind of like puts his hand on.
And he feels kind of flimsy, a little more flimsy than you expect him to. Waxer, like he's a muscular guy. He's like been he's been working hard and everything like that too, but like he feels a little like a little loose. And he's like, but we were supposed to bring back the hydroponic systems and get set up.
I give him a flask. Have some of this. Take a seat for a sec. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just take a.
But there's some people alive.
I think you're the.
We don't really know for sure what's left. If anything.
Yeah. I think you all are the some people.
He's like, Jesus. He's like, I mean, that means like those of us here are like, there's a lot of us. I mean, we're do the math real quick off that real quick here, but like, he's like, that means like, he's kind of taking it in stride. He's like, that means like you're looking right now on this planet right here at like 4 to 5% of the entire population of our people are here right now.
Really,
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Do we have a home to go to? Can we go home? Are you guys going there right now, or what's happening? What are they doing about this?
We're going to probably leave soon to find out those exact questions.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You guys are leaving when? Like a month or so, or?
We're gonna leave as soon as we get the opportunity to. Everything's done.
Can I send some of my people with you to like at least like try to coordinate something or try to help out or advocate for them or something?
Yeah, I think that'd actually be a good.
Yeah.
Can you guys aren't leaving tomorrow or anything? Maybe tomorrow or a few days or something like that. You give me a few days, like 2-3 days.
We'll give you the time.
Okay, then you go talk to my men. I'll call them in, and we'll try to figure out who I can send back. He's just like shit. He's trying to come to a solution. You can see his head's like spinning a little bit. He's trying to. He's trying to be a leader. You see this why you see a guy. He's like trying to like be the leader he should be. Got a little bit of respect for him at this moment. So
Yeah.
Kind of
But like,
lean back to Wax and be like, next time you do all the talking.
you did pretty good, I think. He's, yeah.
He didn't cry, so I think it went well.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah,
He still has my flask.
Do you want your flask back?
No. I let him keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell no.
He walks off and he walks off and you can see him like go into the office and like he starts like you can see a lot of the guys that are working on the like as you guys kind of walk away you can see like the ship being worked on. You can see some of the guys who are like taking it apart. They all kind of start looking at their data pads almost at the same time. And they all start like put their gear away and start like walking towards like
let's give him some time, but we'll let Cap know. But yeah, I think it's a good idea if anybody of them they want to go with us.
Yeah, I think everybody needs some kind of representation, whatever's going on.
Okay. Yes. Also, as you guys are kind of there, Zenny, Janet Keith would like to meet with you. The director or the head of the colony.
Mm-hmm.
You want to meet with her? She's not asking for a private meeting. She just wants to like talk to you. Like it can be on the street, it can be at the bar, wherever.
Yeah. It can be wherever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so she asks you at the bar, and she, as you're sitting there, she brings over like a set of shots, like a little flight of shots, and she goes, look, I think we want to work with the transport union, but we want to make sure that while we do trust. I'm in kind of a weird position here with the crew of the Sinclair. I don't know if you remember them, you might understand, but they are both members of the colony and not members of the colony. Does that make sense? They kind of wield their own, because of them having their ship, they wield a little bit different power. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if they understand what's going on in the inners, like the inner workings, logistics of the inside of the colony at all times. They've been great, don't get me wrong. But I really need someone out there that can represent our interests and do it in a good way. And I was wondering if it's possible if Medina Station has a space for like a delegation of our people to go there to understand and make sure we advocate for ourselves. So long story short, I want to create a new position here in our colony that's our Secretary of Trade. I don't know. We're still working on a name. I don't know if we'll call it that. Head of trade header. I don't know. But we were kind of curious if the transport union is ready to have like delegations go, and self-advocate.
I mean, it's still new.
So
I don't think it would be bad.
And that's what we're hoping, is that it's so new that the maybe understanding the needs of us out here could then help shape good policies for the transport union.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does any of that make sense to you, Zenny? Does it sound like something we should do, or should we just wait?
I think there's a lot of change happening right now. There's a lot of people trying to figure out how to do things and navigate things, and I think that I think now's the best time to do it, honestly. Like before, I mean, you could start a trend for other people to kind of try to figure out how to navigate all of this together, because that's the only way that it's going to happen.
Exactly. I mean, there's 1,300 of these worlds, right? We can't be the only people with this idea. She kind of laughs, right? A delegation up there or something like that, but we want to make sure we go in good faith. We're gonna send we want to make sure that a portion of our samples that were not our samples, but of our material that we've harvested out of the water. So this is talk about the like the builder tech in the water, the micro stuff, the nanoparticles. Yeah, she's like, we want to make sure that a sample of that is provided gratis to the transport union cause, and they get the first samples leaving our system. That sound good?
Yeah.
And the rest of them
think so.
we'll delegate out whoever we can, whoever can trade resources, if it's Ganymede, if it's Mars, if it's Earth, whoever it is, but we'll work through that. But I wanted to, if that's the case, I wanted to make sure that it gets to its destination securely. And like she reaches into like her jacket pocket and pulls out this like vial about this big. And you remember like when you left here, that was about all they had.
Yeah.
Now they have a lot more of it, and she's giving you like this vial, what she's calling like the first vial of the stuff here to you to like hand deliver, if you will.
You trust me with this?
I mean, nothing personal. I mean, you're street smart. You're not I don't think you or I have the book smarts to figure out what any of that shit in there does. So, leave it to the eggheads. But the thing is that you know who can figure it out, and you know who you can figure it out and make sure it's going to benefit and help people out. That's why I trust you with it.
Well, I guess one more taxi service on behalf of someone else. I guess I can pencil you in.
And she kind of laughs. She's like, one more taxi service. Aren't you taking prisoners back or something? You just got laughing like.
That's
semantics.
That's
please.
That was happening to that. Don't worry about it.
She kind of laughed. She said, "Enjoy. We've been making It's about the. She kind of hands it over. She's like, yeah, it's about the closest. We've come pretty close to this. It's not too bad. Take a. And she has like a little flight off. Basically, it's 2 shots per person, so you have a pair of shots there.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes and takes one. Do you want to take one with her?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's like shockingly a little sweet, a little smooth, but it is strong. It's the kind of stuff that, like, yeah, if you wanted to clean like your gun, you could probably clean your gun with it.
Wow.
That's what Waxer uses. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes off.
That's how the magic happens.
And she's like, but it's like surprisingly sweet, and it doesn't have that kind of that synthetic belter flavor you've become so accustomed to for sweetness. She's like, yeah, we've been fermenting out some of the some material off the soybeans that we've been generating here, and it comes up this kind of sweet sensation of it. But we're not mass producing it yet. Sorry, we don't have a bottle for you to take home. But we thought you'd want to see some of the products of our last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be honest, this might be one of the more attractive things that you could pitch to someone right now.
Well, we'd have to get the scale to generate. She's like, you generated. Each of these shots takes us a few days, at least a few days of effort to generate. We're not at a mass scale yet, but
it's gonna take a while for me to get back. So.
Well, we'll keep. We'll keep it on the. We'll try to keep that between us, and maybe we'll make sure to get you and meet you a bottle off the bat here, just to congratulate you. Listen, I'm really. There's a part of me that's really apprehensive. The Sinclair's crew, Myrtle and Maul, have largely acted as, at times, have acted as the sheriff on the frontier here. Acted as our guardians. Acted as the tip of the spear. Sometimes they've even been the tip of the shovel to go up and dig up some new stuff for us. I'm worried about I'm not sure how things are going to go here without them present. To be frank, I think we're going to be okay-ish, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that like, if they trust this transport union, we'll trust them too. But is this thing for real?
Yeah.
We made shirts. No.
This has all been a lie.
It's all been a lie.
It's
Just to get your alcohol.
yeah. No, it's really happening. I mean, I didn't come. I mean, I came out here the first chance I got, but it still took a couple of months to get anything organized for me to get out here. And I've been watching how things have been handled so far, and I think it's got a really, really good start.
Okay.
I really do. Plus, I mean, to be frank, what other options do you have?
She's like, no, that's fair. Well, I guess I just wanted to make sure. It's we've had. I don't need to tell you. We've had some issues with this colony and partnerships in the past.
Yeah.
Especially with partnerships with people that aren't on this planet.
Yeah.
So, but we've never had someone vouch for them. So, I feel like we can breathe a little bit better here than not. So,
something important though you mentioned that I think is in the interim. Learn to take care of yourself.
We're trying.
Well, okay, the Sinclair's not going to be there forever.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And if they're the ones who are picking up your shovels, if they're the ones who are being your swords, so to speak, and they're not here, what they were gone for a year and you survived, right?
It's true. It's
so
true. Well,
you got to figure out how to survive without 3 people, 4 people, however many people. Your entire colony cannot survive if a handful of people are gone, right? You can't rely on just having these people. You have to survive on your own in the event that they never come back. The Sinclair could blow up an hour away. Like
Mm-hmm.
So
no, that's fair. Like,
No training wheels.
Training wheels, yeah. Well, we'll put on the big boy pants and we'll figure this one out. Yeah.
You have it's been 2 years. You all have done incredible things here in 2 years.
Yeah, thanks. We're trying out here. It's been tricky. She kind of laughs. She's like, we're actually it's funny you started bringing up like Myrtle started bringing up teachers and all this kind of stuff. Is we're actually looking at starting to let there's been more and more increased interest in people who want to bear children here, actually raise children here. And we're just doing a medical clear on everybody, making sure it's a new planet, it's different environment. We haven't tried to grow a human being here yet. She kind of laughs like, and I mean, she's like, you literally have a vial of alien crap that came out of the water here. So I just want to be clear, like we're like trying to be responsible for the next generation. But people are trying to make informed decisions, and we want to make this work. And in 10 years, have a school up and running, have kids, people, families, all that kind of stuff here. Hopefully, maybe even invite some people that want to make it out here. So, but this transport union sounds like that's our best bet, and it sounds honestly in line with that value. Trying to grow out and trying to extend out and trying to convey things across. So, yeah, we appreciate it, and we want to make sure we get on the ground floor as best we can, and we want them to make sure that we're going to make an effort as best we can to work with them.
Well, I'll do my best to talk good things about you all. We'll leave the uncomfortable bits behind.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, look. Why don't you enjoy one of our protein salads? They have like salads with like a lot of it's mostly soybeans with like some like kind of like lettuce around it and some like artificial flavoring. But it's actually real like vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Not used to having this many actual like real anything for a while.
It's weird eating food that hasn't come from a tube.
Yeah.
So many potatoes.
So many potatoes. Yeah, they have a lot of potatoes. Yeah, they do have vodka. They do have a little bit of vodka here. So if you're inclined that route, but
Gases.
yeah,
For multiple reasons right now, actually.
keeps us moving. But yeah, you guys kind of you can take the evening here if you want to use any. But yeah, you're hoping to ship out in the next like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Get everything prepped, take the shuttles back up, and get all settled up. Is there anything you want Yan or your crew to do in the meantime?
Don't die.
Well, that's
Right. No, I kind of entrust Yan with the like coordinating with Mason's Haven to like figure out the logistics of things.
Mhm.
Starting out at least what we're bringing, what we're pitching and all of that.
He says that,
and I'm working with the Sinclair to do similar things, although they're kind of going their way that way anyway, so they can kind of just do that.
Yeah.
themselves.
So to be clear, the Sinclair itself is going to stay behind because it's a decent.
I understand.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Fenris, they got the Fenris up and working. It's not 100%. It has some damage on it. But if you're not trying to get into a fist fight, it'll be fine.
Mhm.
They start kind of prepping that up and thinking about the supplies they can bring up there, trying to pack it as full as they can. Okay. Here, that night, after you guys maybe, I don't know, do you guys want to tie one off, have a nice night or whatever it is or something?
Heck yeah, bring out the fancy bottle.
Okay, bring out the fancy ball. You guys have a good night, good times, everything. There's some partying. People celebrate Ralph and Sally. They show the new plaque off they've had. Everybody, kind of goes off and says a few words. They're now part of this kind of like group of people that have perished on the colony, but have been honored. So the people from New Birmingham come in to drink a little bit, and they, one of them goes up to Wyatt and says, like slaps on the back, says, "Thanks for telling us." They're appreciative of that.
I'll work on the delivery.
Yeah, and there's
bedside manner, man.
there is a pair that show up. They want to head back to Medina Station to try to figure out a way to get back to their people, and open that back up. Zenny, as you're like kind of hanging out and kind of taking a moment to yourself, you feel your data pad start to vibrate, like you're getting a call. And it's like coming in, like it's like unknown number type shit. Like it's unclear who it is.
Yeah, I'll like step outside, not like, sneakily or anything.
You go
like
like
that.
behind a
So,
building,
yeah.
off the side, something like that. Right?
Yeah, just like
Okay.
out of the sound and everything.
It comes up and you can see in it there is a well-dressed man, well manicured, sitting there staring at you, and it is Sebastian Pope himself in real time, not a pre-recorded thing. And he says, "Greetings, Captain Zenny. Greetings, Captain Pazal." Sorry, he says your name. Your true name, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's been a minute, Pope.
It certainly has. I wanted to thank you personally for your efforts and in avenging Captain Vega's death. That was the captain of the Ice Fang, his ship, his old personal warship he had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys, and they were killed by cooling before you guys got there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, yeah, he's saying, I appreciate your efforts stopping that threat.
I didn't. I wish I could say that I missed you and your presumptuous nature.
Well, your forwardness is deeply missed on this planet too. But listen, this my people tell me of this transport union that you represent.
Yeah, things have changed a lot since the gates have been shut off. Things have changed.
Well, I am no one to argue with the changing of, we'll say, the ways that things are. I would like to extend this. You'll see attached in this message is a direct code line that may be utilized in the future. I would like you to deliver this if possible. Unclear on your how close you are to people in the administration, but I would like to open up possibility of working with the transport union directly in the future. I think it's an opportunity too good to miss, and I would like you to give this direct contact information, if you could, to President Pa.
Why?
Well, you and I both know the firsthand dangers that the protomolecule presents, both in personal matters, and from what information I've gathered based on the reports you've brought back regarding the Laconia Gate and Admiral Duarte, their handling and their intentions with the protomolecule seem exorbitant, seem to be very large in scale. My interest has always been one of understanding to see what it can do, what it can't do, what it may mean. There's, I suspect, they're going in knowing what the meaning is already. You see me as, I'm a man of interest, wanting to learn, knowledge, research, endeavors, human frontiers. Duarte is a man of war, a man of winning. He's not going to look at this thing as something to understand. He's going to look at it as something to either to conquer with. Now, that to me is of a large concern in the future. Whether or not maybe he's just going to sit down and be happy with what he has, and he has his own, perhaps, but people don't do that kind of stuff without longer term plans, we'll say. And I'd like to be able to offer my understanding of this technology to the transport union in the future, if need be.
Out of the goodness of your heart? Or for a price?
I honestly can't think of anything I want for right now, besides knowing more about our situation and such. I mean, honestly, Aethra has been amazing in terms of learning about this. He's like my
I'm gonna stop you right there, because you are speaking from a place of extraordinary privilege to say that you have nothing to want for. I've seen 2 years worth of people who will never have enough again. So unless this is something that you are giving freely, unless this is information that you are giving with no intention of seeing any return on, for the betterment of the people who are on the other side of that ring, then this is not a conversation. You understand? I am not representing the transport union. I am here because I want to save people. And they are the ones who are doing their damnedest to try to do that same thing.
I have seen what people can do under great duress on a frontier here in Aethra. You included. And it's magnificent. And I think that you're right. I looked at a world with great privilege and as a sense of already having mastery of it while confined to the soul system. And my perspective has certainly been changed in some regards. So am I giving it freely? Yes. If they want to contact me, follow me up. But I will be clear, though, this is not a dial me up anytime, anywhere. This is going to be an opportunity for them to utilize when they need to. 1,300 new worlds. You think we're the only ones that encountered weird technology and weird situations and handled it by the seat of our pants? There's no way. So, but we figured we learned a bit more. We have a bit more understanding, and perhaps that can save some people's lives and prevent other things. So, in the future, if you encounter any of this, if they encounter these strange things or aren't worried about it, I hope we can handle it. But it seems that I'm impressed by this by the Transport Union's understanding and knowledge of the ring gate's limits. When we first looked at that thing, we couldn't fathom it having a limit, but interesting enough, it does.
Yeah, it turns out when you don't see yourself as a god, things do have limits.
Well, so I've certainly been humbled in the last decade of my life, here and there. So, but listen, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm sure a lot of you are having an excellent shindig, but I don't wish to be confined. I suppose there is something I do want in the future. And it is to have that freedom again to be a person in the world and be recognized. I think that spending almost a decade as a dead man has run its course. And I don't know. I'm definitely curious about. Did any of my holdings survive the war? If any of my people survive them? I have a cousin I haven't talked to in 30 years. I wonder if they're still alive. So, I think maybe I took it for granted I'd see them again.
I'm glad that you've had a decade or so of humility, because it feels like you maybe need a little bit more. Just a little bit. But I will bring this to the trade union. Of course, they could make decisions. I can't make those decisions, but...
Vinny, you mind if I offer a personal insight about yourself?
Sure, after 2 years, what's stopping you?
Comment. People like you need to stop being their errand boy. This stepping up thing you're doing, this little firefight you had, all these things, you're good at this. I'd really like to see where it goes in the future. And I think you're I think you're a leader. But I hope it's something you keep on pursuing and rise through the ranks, but don't feel like you need to be confined by something like an organization of a transport union. Build something up on your own. I think you'll do well with it.
There's like a moment where
This guy's like
there's
the
a-
fucking
I know.
elusive man from Mass Effect.
He
toxic as
sucks
fuck.
so bad. He sucks so bad. There's a moment where Zenny's gonna. There is something that is going to be said. And Zenny just lets out a deep sigh. You know what, Pope? I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I am a good leader. And you know why I know that? It's because I have been for a really long time. And you in your castle in the sky for so long. You've been a dead man for 10 years. You remember why you had to be one of them? Remember why you had to disappear? Be a dead man for 10 years? Because I feel like maybe you forgot why you can't come back. Because I know there's people on the other side of that gate who haven't. There'll be at least one person who hasn't. So maybe I will become a leader of something outside of an organization or another crew or something like that someday. But you can bet your ass that I'm going to be the head of whatever keeps you from getting exactly what you want. Because you've had 10 years to think about it. You've had 10 years to plan. You've had 10 years to be humiliated or be humbled, however you want to talk about it. People can live a long time these days. So maybe you need a couple more years, maybe 10 more, maybe 100 more. Maybe learn how to live your own life for once and stop caring about other people's for just 2 seconds. Try to better yourself. Grow up just a little bit, Pope. Pettiness looks bad on you.
He laughs for a second. He says, well, I want you to know one thing, Zenny, and I wanted you to be the first for me to... Your return has sparked something in me I haven't felt for a long time.
Oh God.
And some of my crew may have considered it drastic, but I think it was the correct choice, and view it as as my first step on the way towards fulfilling what you've said here to me. And he like the camera, he kind of like pans the camera like to his arm where he had like the sarcophagus, and it's gone. His arm is just gone. So
And what does that mean?
we made sure to destroy the sample. We've taken as much information from it we feel as comfortable we can without endangering others. And I thought when I heard about Laconia taking it, Duarte having hands on it, the whole civilization decided that it was within their right to kill billions of people just to secure this thing. You're right. It made me feel petty. So, I've eliminated that threat.
Can I make an intuition check to see if he's fucking lying
Sure.
about getting rid of it? Because he could have just
That's just
taken his
CGI,
arm off
man.
and
That's
put
CGI.
No, I believe he took his
Zoom
arm off. I 100% believe he took his arm off. But he could have it in a closet next door, you know, as opposed to like getting rid of it.
No, he got a really good Snapchat filter.
A Zoom background editing, it's top notch these days. Oh, absolute trash garbage.
What do you get?
13.
Do you want to? What's your lowest number? Where's your lowest die?
1.
Okay, if you want to spend 6 fortune on that, which is the one shot, it's the last game with you, so you might as well spend it all. But you spend 6 fortune.
Yeah.
That bump it by 5. That's an 18. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be lying. No lies detected. What'd you get on the drama die? What was the drama die?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
No lies detected.
No lies detected. Cool. I don't think Zenny says anything about it, but does nod, at least acknowledging it and what he was saying. Anything else, Pope? It's been 2 years. Who knows how long it'll be?
I suppose I just want to say excellent work, and you deserve all the respect that you get going forth. I suppose farewell, Captain.
Goodbye, Pope. And we'll hang up.
Click. Yeah.
Bye.
Zenny takes a lap. Zenny does not go back in.
Yeah.
Zenny is
Go kick rocks and shit. Fucking piece of shit.
Zenny's just a
Yeah.
cool guy.
Yeah.
The encryption. It was just like an encrypted line to communicate with
Yeah,
him,
it was. I mean,
essentially.
it's encrypted, but like it was bouncing off of like the satellites up there, and
Oh, of
he's
course.
in a ship. They can move easily.
Oh, of course, because he's a big baby.
He's a big
He's
baby.
a big baby.
Yeah, he stays in his black castle in the sky.
Yeah,
Which I
not
wait-
wanting for anything. Big baby up in the
Well,
sky.
trust me, he's getting bored.
Oh no,
Oh,
the
no.
baby's getting bored.
Oh, guys.
Oh
Can I-
no.
He's gonna ask if he's gonna ask Sinnerly if he can come over to your guys' house and drink coffee and watch wrestling tapes.
Oh no.
Hey,
Okay.
guys.
Would be such a problem if no one told him he was coming to the gate. Oh no.
Yeah. That said, though, your intuition does reveal that he genuinely is worried. That shit's what was pulled off is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
He should be. If he
he's-
wasn't, I would be more concerned.
Yeah, he is. You can tell. I mean, I don't want to say I wouldn't go this far with it, but like you like. I feel like Zenny would want to believe this, but you really don't. Which is, he wishes he did it.
Oh, yeah.
He's just
No, yeah,
mad.
no, that's
He's like
100%.
getting mad. He's not the better. He's not the better supervillain. Like
It's the same shit as the first time that we talked to him when he came out here, of like he wants to be the first to do everything. And like, bitch, being the first to do something doesn't mean it should be done.
It's true. It's true. true.
First person to
He's so
usher in a
busy
mass
thinking about if he
extinction.
can,
Yeah.
he doesn't think about if he should.
No, it's very, very true. Okay.
True.
Okay. But
Oh,
yeah, it seems
Take
like
his guts forever.
he is definitely a little humbled on that call. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all set
Good.
up.
He's worked at it for 10 years. He can get a little humbler.
Hey, you know what, man? Some people need to go to like 2 weeks of therapy. Some people need like 10 weeks of therapy and losing an arm to figure their shit out. You know, it's like, he's need to let go. It was
Yes, raises her hand.
Yeah. Some of us here just like we were like, we picked it up and moved on. Yeah, no, it's true. Pope had to take a while. Yeah. Actually, it's funny. He actually never lost the arm. He always had the arm. That was the problem. He didn't want to let go. See, that was the whole metaphor. He didn't want to let go. See, get it?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's fucking sad, dude. That's sad. I just realized that myself too. All right. We're all learning about ourselves here. So you guys get kind of set up logistics-wise. The Jersey Kinross is set to go. Basically, it's just working as a transport ship with people on it. They can mount some supplies to it, but there's not enough supplies to bring back with it. The people in New Birmingham do offer some of the materials though to help repair the Sinclair. It'll still take time to get it up there and everything. But yeah, you guys have your window of opportunity to head back to Medina Station with now piloting the Fenris and the Coverdale. By the way, Mike, did you catch the name of the Zenny ship? I wish you caught.
Yeah.
Did you catch it, Mike?
You muted.
Oh,
Some part of you.
He was like enjoying the show. I think he's
I was. Sorry.
Okay.
Coverdale, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like, the leasing on White Snake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because
Nice.
there I go again on my own.
I think that particular like phrase, if anybody like takes a look at this just dinky little hopper of a ship, that's like painted on one
That's
side
rad.
of it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
You didn't go as far as doing peanut butter like dingo on the side or something, right?
No. No.
That'd be tacky.
No.
There's a large white snake painted on the side. But yeah, you guys kind of mount up and create kind of what amounts to like a convoy of ships heading back to the gate with the 3 ships in tow. So the Coverdale leading, the Fenris, and then the Jersey Kinross. And each one's crewed up. The Jersey Kinross is crewed by some of the Zenny's people, basically for security reasons, in combination with some people from the colony and the New Birmingham people on there. The crew of the Sinclair has largely transferred over to the Fenris in the time being, where the Sinclair now being worked on by the people of Mason's Haven as they get chances to. But you can tell there's a renewed kind of less worry coming back. I feel like there's like a way forward now. People are looking up again as opposed to just kind of looking down. But you guys make the trip back. Let me ask this question: any conversations or things to be had on the trip back, and then we'll cut off for the night.
I just really am digging this new ship. It just seems really cool.
It's a high-end Martian ship. It's the kind of shit you were reading about when you're in the like they were saying it was going to come out in the future. Like you're writing Tomorrowland, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I did spray paint off the Fenris name though at some point and put Sinclair number 2.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2 somewhere on the side. Okay, so yeah, you tag up this Martian ship. Okay.
The Twin Claire.
The Twin Claire.
The Twin Claire is so good.
That's
though.
pretty good.
I love that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cute. The Twin Claire.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that on
Had
there.
to, guys.
That was
It's
good. Yeah,
named
I know, I love
after
it.
me.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys pilot back. Zenny, as you guys approach Medina Station, you vouch for all the ships. Your crew put them into the new system. They're negotiating how to dock them up here and everything like that too. The Jersey Kinross are certainly welcoming the ship here. They want to utilize it for some recovery efforts in the future and everything. Everyone's very welcoming. There's a lot of people are coming in and out here and such. But as you get back, you immediately see like a new set of orders comes from the transport union for you to. You have a new quarry to hunt down.
To say a new side quest.
Really, yeah.
My life, the eternal side quest. But no, you have a new quarry. They have someone else. There's another report of another set of Free Navy remnants that got loose. They want you to go and bring to justice.
Yeah.
Zenny sees that, and there's an echo of the conversation that was had with Pope now, weeks and weeks ago, of you should stop being other people's errand boy.
Mm-hmm.
And there, as much as she hates Pope and how much he is so wrong so many times, there was that little kernel of the little thought worm got stuck in her head.
Mm-hmm.
And even as she, confirms that she's going, she's also planning when to maybe not come back.
You better tell Waxer this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
So they
This sounded like-
trade
I'm
union.
I want to be clear too. The name in the orders you were given, you're like
Transport unit, not trade union.
Yeah, we
This
tell
is
whatever
not-
fuck. It's not Star Wars. God damn it.
God.
The name that the transport union gave you is another guy who needs to go down. You know this is someone like even if you had you would take this guy on your free time, to be frank, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
I do this as a hobby if you ask me to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is a good order, but you're realizing that you're gonna have to ship off pretty quick while the crew, your family here, is gonna be debriefed and have some time on the station and figure out their own what's going on and get acclimated to the 2 years of events.
Mhm.
You have some time. You still have some time while you have real-time communication on your comms between your ships. Zenny, you got some last words for anybody here, or anyone in contact, or you just want to put "Here I go again" on my own on the comms and
Nice, yeah.
and roll credits.
Yeah. It's like we would all know. We're like,
Yeah. Yeah, if we're, I basically have dropped my family off at daycare. And was there any way that I could maybe get a bigger ship? There's no time for that.
Yeah, they actually they've actually you could claim the Fenris. I mean, you don't know what they might need a warship for doing their job.
I know what I could use a warship for.
I know
though.
you could use this.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. I would
Okay.
like to take that and slapdash the same kind of thing on the side. There's still like this big snake,
Mhm.
kind of like Ouroboros-ing it around itself a little bit. And in the center of that, like snake eating its own tail kind of situation, is a cluster of 4 stars. The words underneath it are "Here I go again on my own," and then added at the end for now.
Okay.
Yeah, Zenny would have like a call with everyone.
Well, if you're trading ships, they'd actually be leaving while you're entering.
Yeah, hell
So-
yeah.
so there's a meeting on the air.
Nice.
So there's like a meeting in the umbilicus, like a
Yeah.
video
Hell yeah.
call. It's like a white lit hallway, very very
Nice,
pure.
nice.
yeah, Waxer does the splits as I see your ship passing by.
Oh well, we're walking past each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're literally like walking past each other to go to different ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do the splits if you want.
Yeah.
All right,
We're
so-
just in
I
the
will.
same
So,
space.
so Zenny, so let me ask this question of the Sinclair crew. Which of you want to speak to Zenny first?
I will.
All right, Wyatt, step up.
I'll just salute you, and then give you a hug. Good luck. I don't think you need it, but
Yeah, I think y'all, you all are gonna need it more than based on your track record, I think you all are gonna need
Yeah.
it more than I will.
I need a lot more luck than what I got.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't get shot. I want you to be able to retire,
Nope,
whatever that means.
I'm gonna get shot again. At least 2 or 3 more times. I think on the 5th shot, I'll probably hang it up and just go back and work a regular job for a while.
Good luck finding one of those, but you know, I know a lot of people, so can find something that at least doesn't involve guns.
Professional
Maybe
Swiss
farming.
cheese is his
Yeah.
current title.
Farming might
Yeah.
work.
Where the odds of getting shot are a lot lower.
You got it. We'll see you soon. I'll walk on.
Yeah, Waxer will follow Wyatt. So I'll get lower to like Zenny height, and I will salute her. little, like,
When you're
Hobbit fashion.
mid salute, Zenny is going to punch you.
Yeah. I'm like, I expected that. Yeah. I said, take care of yourself. I know you will, and we're gonna take care of each other. But
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
we're not allowed to die unless we all do it together in space, right?
yeah. And then I show you, I have your gun strapped on me, and Waxer's like, yeah, here we go again. Yeah, I like that.
I think Gaz just like sticks her hand out and is like, you truly lived up to the legends. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, they're a handful, all of them.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sure.
kidding. She like flexes her metal arm.
They brought you into the fold, to the family for a reason, right?
Yeah, well, I
So-
had pretty big shoes to fill.
I gotta tell you, these shoes are really tired.
Stop being so impressive. You're making me look bad. You're a rough act to follow, okay?
Make your own act. You know, this isn't some sort of performance. You can just do whatever you want.
I mostly
You
blow
know?
things up. Be safe, all right?
Blow things up, but in a safe way, I guess.
No promises.
I'm gonna step up to Zenny and put my arms out, just like, kind of like up on your elbows, looking up to you. And just like, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And then I'm gonna just like go for a big hug right around those hips.
Aww.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cat.
I take it around the hips and then I kneel down so that it's more equal level.
More equally level.
And like while in the hug, so it's like closer to you, Zenny kind of whispers, I know that things have been hard. I can see it. And I know I'm not gonna be here, but you're the captain. I've been a captain for a couple of months. You don't have to shoulder everything yourself. You got good people here. And I'll
Yep.
be here eventually. None of us are dead yet. So we'll see each
No.
other again.
As Wector says, we all do it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right. Well, you and your family out there making your way, be safe.
We're gonna try. I think Zenny like takes in this snapshot, which conveniently in her head is gonna look a lot like the character art snapshot.
Of course, I was gonna say it. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
And starts to like walk backwards onto the ship, and she turns around and
as you do, as you turn around, there's one more figure in the doorway. There's a man standing there, and he gives you a salute, and he says, "Captain Zentra Pazal, welcome aboard the Fenris." And he gives you a big salute, and he goes to shake your hand, and you recognize this man as McMichaels, Captain McMichaels. And he actually used your full name. He actually said Zentra. He didn't say like the Zenny.
we haven't heard that since episode 1 of my.
Yeah, and he goes, hey, he's like, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that stepped up. He goes to shake your hand.
Oh, 100% meets it there.
So look, man, he's like, I don't know, Cat, man, I read a lot of things about him. I knew he was a wild dude. This shit, no way, man. And then the Martians defecting, dude, I read about that 8 years ago. I didn't believe it then. Oh, I was wrong.
Sometimes, McMichaels, you gotta learn when to be wrong, and this is one of those times, and hard lesson to learn.
Yeah, man. Well, look, I'll say, Myrtle Station's proud of you. I'm proud of you too, man. They talk about being dead for a year. They weren't really dead; they were just gone. And in that year, I feel like I learned a lot working on the ship and making it happen and running errands, doing whatever I gotta do. But I'm looking to try to get in touch with some of my Koyos from back here on Medina Station, back on Ganymede, hear about what happened exactly. And I just want to thank you for your efforts, what you did on Medina Station. I don't know exactly what you did, but you did something. You helped out. And each one of them that's still alive, that talk to, I'm going to think of you and how you helped make that happen. So, sometimes I think of myself as a hero, but I ain't no war hero like you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is how he's expressing his affection in his weird way. It's really weird, strange, but it's weird.
Yeah, and very notably, like, Zenny doesn't, like, shirk away from, like, war hero kind of talk or anything like that. She gets kind of, like, stoic about it a little bit. And, like, her back is to everyone else, so it's really mostly just for the audience. Like, her there's, like, a little bit of a far away kind of gaze for, like, a split second before she focuses back on McMichaels and smiles back at him. Did you stand on the
Developing
station?
that 1,000-yard stick.
Did he what?
Yeah. She asked, "Are you staying on the station then? You're not gonna go and..."
Oh, no, I'm going with them, man, but I gotta call up a bunch of people first. I gotta get that network back going, because I talk to a lot of people all the time, and we don't talk, and we all have our stories. And I don't know what the current stories are. Yeah. And now I feel like
I'm sure your supply's getting a little low too.
Right.
I know what's going on.
I'm a man out of time, is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not with it.
Good news. There's a good side to things starting fresh is that you're right at the start of time right now. There's not a lot to get to start over.
Oh, I'm gonna go do that tonight. I'm gonna post about that, how the gates restart time. Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
He kind of walks off.
You do that. Yeah.
He kind of wanders off thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
You can tell he's kind of excited about this idea, and that's you've given this gift back to the world. Of this weird conspiracy theory shit going on. But yeah, he seems excited to actually be part of it, like back into this to some degree. But you can't tell if he's like
Podcast gonna go viral.
yeah,
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, there should. Yeah, McMichaels is that's actually kind of funny because that's kind of my parody of him. He's the guy that shouldn't have a podcast. That has,
Love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
walk-
stay. You
walk on
you
the
stand
ship.
on you walk on the ship, and the rest of you guys kind of watch. And then you're welcome to close the airlock anytime you want. Your whole crew's on board, get it prepped up and ready. But
As Zenny steps to the other side, she looks back towards everybody and holds up her data pad and presses something, and you hear blaring out of the ship, "Here I go again, on my own."
Yeah.
As the door
Yeah,
closes.
I raise up the data pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
y'all rock out a little bit here, and Waxer does the splits on the hull of the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Doors close, and credits roll, and we're gonna pick it back up in January with Medina Station Adventures post Free Navy conflict. All right. Well, that was
You made it back! You did
Yeah.
it!
you did it. I live, bitch. That was by the way.
Live, bitch!
we really wanted to name the episodes that, and I just know, as Maria pointed out, the algorithms on every single site would hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's just a treat for
It's a
y'all.
treat
It's a
for
treat
y'all.
for y'all.
Yeah, I named. Yeah, so but everyone,
Just
thank
like
you.
the Ask-Overs.
Yeah, we're gonna rename the Ask. We renamed the Ask-Overs pretty quick because there was a whole episode there when they named them. I made the mistake of allowing the group to name the new monster. And guys, Dungeon
Oh
Master.
yeah, and then you got to say Asco for 1,000
I
times.
did
Yeah.
actually.
It's all good.
Yep.
It got
I
old.
mean, you
It got old
described
about-
them in an Ask-Overly way. It's all your fault.
Listen,
It got
if
old
something
for
is just
you.
It was the whole thing, like describing them as like coyotes and gophers, and then them crawling out of greased up holes. Where
Yeah,
where then Scott called them ass gophers first
You
time.
walked right into it,
Next
man.
shirt.
And then
It's the next shirt.
then
I
you
hate
all-
it when you
Picture.
walk right into
And then
the
you
eyes. I
all
hate
you
it.
all acted like sixth graders where that shit picked up like wildfire,
Uh-huh.
and all were trying to see how many times you could say it in an episode. And then
That was like one of my
and then
first episodes.
the episode following that, I started the episode by saying we have renamed them Go Yoshi.
Let's go for.
Yeah, so it was just funny as hell, but
jeez.
yeah, the Asco thing's out of control.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Maria, thank you. Give him a
Yay.
hand.
Yay.
How did it
I'm
feel?
so glad Gaz and Zenny got to meet. That
You did get to meet.
Yeah.
How did what did you how did you feel about that send off there?
Oh, it was so much less sad than the first one. It
Yeah.
was way less sad. One, because Mike was here, so
Yeah.
it didn't feel as hard.
Yeah.
No, it was lovely. It was so I said it on Blue Sky that it's such a treat to be back with this lovely crew. Plus Claire, because I've
Yeah.
seen you here, and now I got to play
we're
with
great.
you
We need more
finally.
episodes together. I feel like Gaz and
Yeah.
Zenny could get up
Well-
to some hijinks.
Get up to some trouble.
Allow
New
me
episodes.
Well, allow me to make a
Tease?
mention that to tease. Actually, not tease. I'll put it out there. But at OrcaCon, fun fact, OrcaCon, we will be playing a live episode of the Expanse role-playing game with Maria, Claire, and Donna will be there, along with other guest
cool
individuals.
special guests,
Cool
really
people,
cool guests,
really
y'all.
cool
I'm
people.
so excited.
And I'll spoil it right now, but that game will take place 10 to 15 years after this game. So during the 30-year jump. So there will be a Zenny, and actually that's actually what I was doing this episode, was mining ideas for future Zenny. So see what I did there?
Future Zenny.
Future Zenny.
You know,
Yeah.
you could talk about who the guest is because I've already announced him
Well,
on our social media.
Yeah, we will be playing alongside two people that we've played with prior. One of them is our good friend Greg Cheeto, who's an absolute sweetheart and delight of a human being. Great author.
Yes,
he played with
he's
us
so
at
nice.
he played with us at OrcaCon last year, and it was unhinged as fuck.
I couldn't keep a straight
Yeah,
face.
I didn't expect his like.
I wasn't prepared for the sunglasses.
The
bro.
sunglass thing was wild, and yeah, I didn't think the human face could occupy that many sunglasses, and his whole his what was his character name? DJ Love Bump
Yes.
Which is
It was
which is a great
delightful-
a triple entendre name.
Yeah.
To go with his triple glasses.
Triple glasses.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's glasses for everywhere.
But Greg will be playing with us again, and in addition, special guest at the con, Jacob Mundell, who portrayed Eric, will play with us. Will be playing
I'm
again.
so excited.
I will.
That's right.
All I can say about Jacob is that his character in our game is dead, so he will be portraying a different character.
Yeah, I'm
But-
excited to tell Jacob Jacob the person.
The person.
Hey, I named a ship, and also I still
he loves that
Zenny
ship.
still has your gun.
Yeah, I actually.
Also,
I-
Zenny still has your gun. Zenny's still fucked up.
I like that. Yeah, stuff has consequence and matters, and those callbacks,
Yeah.
but they're not like harsh. But yeah, that was a really good one, and I think that Jacob definitely made his mark on our game and such, and so he'll be there and playing with us in the flesh. I can say that he's not playing his previous character in our game, and he's not playing a new character. I will say that. Like, I'll let you guys.
There's one person I can think of.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all I can say about that. But we're very excited to have him play with us, and that should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. But please check out OrcaCon, guys. It's a great convention.
It's fun.
It's a lot of
so
fun.
great.
It's just easygoing, new place, new location, new adventures, and the like. And and obviously a lot of us will be there, so that's really cool. Yeah, that was great. Please follow Maria everywhere you can. You can find them all over the internet. There's all the links.
Yeah, I'm
Furthermore,
everywhere.
if you want to, I can do shout out too. I can do shout out.
Yeah, I stream a lot here on Twitch. I do a bunch of different kinds of things. A lot of it is video game related, but I'm broadening my horizons these days, trying to do more TTRPG related content as well as board gaming related content. I'm trying to dip my toes into like the kind of review-ish sphere. I'm also going to be at PAX Unplugged.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm going to be doing a lot of media content creator stuff there. So not a lot of panels, but a lot of meeting people and greeting people. So come meet and say hi and be cool.
Well, if someone presented to you, would you sign a Whitesnake album?
Yeah.
Nice.
Come be
There
met
you
and
go.
grit.
Yeah.
I can. I'll sign a White Snake album.